Getting better with watercolor portrait painting. The most important part is getting the painting process right. Okay, I'm gonna start with their composition. Let's take a look. I'm gonna make it a little bit lower. I have a little gray color right over here. And I'm gonna have the chin to be halfway down. So maybe right over here. And now take a look at roughly and what the face would be. So the face, I don't want to put it right in the middle. So the back of that part over here and the front would be in this location, like that. So let's take a look at the overall shape of the face. And the front over here, and this, and the hand, the finger, we're coming from here, coming down like this, looking for a rough composition. And the hand, and now coming down right over here. And then the thumb, let's take a look at the chin and the jawline coming up right in this location. We don't have to draw all the details at this point, but the big location, the big proportion is very important. We need to have them in their correct space before we start the painting, the blocking. And let's take a look. The forehead, coming over here, the forehead, it would be about in this location, like this. And then from the forehead, from the hairline over here to the chin, we can divide it into 3, but the middle point almost take a little more. So let's take a look. And 1, 2, and 3. And then the eyebrows over here, and then this side, the eyebrows on this location. And then the nose right in this location. So let's take a look. We don't have to decide on all this. It's just a mental exercise. Go through the process. And this is side that the eye will on over here, and then the mouth about in this location, and then the lower lip. So right here, there's a little, catch the shadow, look like a little triangle over there. So very much right. And here you go. Like that. And then the eye was sitting in this location. Let's take a look. The light, I can leave a little eye white right in here. Like that. This is good. Let's continue. Take a look at the hairline over here, the ear, and in about positions, like over here. So the ear is sitting in here compared with the location of the nose. Maybe a little bit higher, right over here. That's good. So the sideburn is sitting over here in the hair, like that. And this is good. Okay, the background over here, we're gonna try to make it a little bit artistic. And we see that there is one shape over here that catch shadow on the wall. I'm gonna move this a little bit away, and then so leave a little bit more space between here and there. So outside over here is just a little light gray color, but on this side can be a little bit more gray color, a little bit connected. Let's start the painting. Okay, I'm gonna start from set a little base color for the face. I'm gonna take the red color. Just mostly it's just light orange color. So this, the red color, a little yellow. Start from here. Let's just the orange color to start with. And I can have this orange color coming up to the hair. Okay, let's take a look. I'm gonna try to get a little bit faster, and don't be afraid to make a little mistake, that's fine. Okay, so I'm probably gonna just blend it with the whole color for the entire face. And this color looks dark enough right now, but after it dries, it may not dark enough. And coming down to the cheek over here, and on this side, coming here. Let's get the nose. And I'm going to lifting off for the light area. But I'm not going to do much lifting off when it's still wet. I might wait until it dries, like the mouth over here. Ignore the small details right now. Just looking for the overall bigger shape. Like that. And coming to the neck. That's good. And now come to the arm over here. Of course, I'm going to include the hands too. Yeah, I'm going to come to the arm over here. I'm going to show you how important the lifting off technique in this process to get the lighter value. And on this side, can be a little bit darker. Now I come to this hand. I'm gonna have a little bit more red. Look for this hand. And I'm gonna coming from, look at the finger. Like that. And here you go. There's some catch the shadow on the hand. I put the blue colors later for the catch the shadow. Okay, now coming to the thumb, I'm gonna leave the thumbnail a little bit later. This. Like that. That looks good. Okay. Now I'm gonna continue, and I'm gonna put the darker color for the hair. I already have some blue color, red color in here. I might just add the yellow color, but for that I'm gonna have the bone umber. So act as the mixture of yellow, blue, and red color. Okay, now I'm gonna put the first round, the color for the hair. So I don't have to get too close to the face for now. Okay. Coming on this side, like that. Okay, now what I want to do now, I'm going to start playing the color in the background. I'm going to get a little yellow color with this little pleasant blue to see how the color look. Start over here so I can also show a little bit of the dress. And let's see. I'm gonna get a little, just the blue color. And then the color looks good. Just use the water to soften the transition over here. And the back over here also have a little bit more blue color with a little red. Maybe also a little yellow. To see how you can make a very good connection with all the spaces. When you get a very good connection with all the spaces, or the color, the value, and that is a very important success at the first step. On this side, I'm gonna come back to give a little bit form. I'm gonna get a little yellow color, a little bit form. As you're painting watercolor, especially for a portrait, you never know what you're going to do in the process of building the painting. You want to have open-minded and squint your eye, get your whole feeling into the process. You're going to open it up to see whether or not how you feel, because every action, every decision that you're making in the process, you're affecting the outcome of the painting. I'm going to have a little softer coming over here, and right now also put a little blue color on the hand. There's the catch the shadow. I'm going to have the catch the shadow over here too. And also coming on this side. Okay. I'm going to remove this color a little bit. I'm going to reform the catch the shadow again after you dry, and make this a little bit softer, like that. Maybe this come down a little bit. Okay. Just use the brush, remove the color. Now I'm going to let it dry to see how it look after it dries. Okay, the painting already dried, so I'm going to come back to add more colors. I'm going to start from the forehead. Just add a little bit red color up here. So I just use this side of the brush and just brush on it, and over here too. and I'm going to do the blending a little bit later. And now coming down to the areas for the eye, I need to make it much darker. So get a little blue color in it, so it look like a little bit more brown color, like this. And coming in on this side, the upper eyelid, like this first. And I'm going to get a little bit red color. Now I'm going to come to the lower eyelid. And on this side, it has put some color in the lower eyelid and also a little upper eyelid, like that for now. And now coming to the sideburn over here, and then looking at the nose, I'm going to just get a little red color coming to the bottom of the nose. Should be just right in this location. Don't look too much inside the nose. And also under the nose, have a little shape for the catch the shadow. And I'm just going to get this a little orange color, a little red color. Now I'm gonna come in over, just tap over here, like that. And now come to the cheek. Got a little bit brighter red color with yellow color. There you go, a little bit more yellow. I'm gonna put that color right in this the side of the cheek, like that. And a little lighter color on the side of the mouth, and now coming to the jawline, like that. A little bigger brush actually make you feel a little bit easier if you don't have the fear with you. Don't worry about scare of the mistake. Now come this the ear. I'm gonna adjust that, make a little bit more red in the ear area, right over here. And now coming into the neck. Okay, on this have a little bit darker color. I just try to create the color, make the color in different places a little bit faster by using a bigger brush. Now I'm gonna come into the finger over here, and now lower part over here, and that's put a little shape over here, and this is the catch the shadow. I can do that a little bit later. Now I come in to have a little bit more yellow color to the lower part over here, and see the difference. And now on the other side, I'm gonna have a little bit blue color, and maybe put the blue color here first. And I'm gonna have a little blue on the other side on the hand, as I have a little bit more yellow too, so it looks like a bit of a greenish color. Like that. Okay. Now have a little bit blue color, make it a little lighter. Now coming from here, and there is a catch the shadow. I do that a little bit later. Coming like this, and a few lines. So you can use the side of the flat brush, and for different with different angles and for a different effect. And I'm going to have this a little bit warmer color coming to the side over here, the edge over here. I'm going to get a little bit more color and make it a little bit look like a little bit brown. So I'm going to get a little blue in here, but a little bit more red. And just put that color on the side here. Like that. Have some transition. Now this is good. I'm going to come back to do a little blending. Just clean the brush and start from the forehead. I'm going to have it a little bit softer. Okay. And after that, I'm going to do a little lifting off for the highlight. So over here, I'm going to soften this, have this color gradually coming up a little bit. Use the side of the brush like this, and it will make the color a little bit softer. So but if you want to lift up the color and you want to use this motion. Okay. Now coming to the mouth here, I'm going to use, this is good. I want to put the lip color later. I'm going to have the edge over here a little bit softer. Okay. Like that's good. A little bit softer. And the eye here, that's good. And the side, have the edge a little bit softer. And now I'm going to come to the neck and make this a little bit softer. You don't need to remove the color, it's just make a little softer. That's all you want to do. That's good. Now coming over here a little bit softer, this color coming up. There's a many way to do painting, a many way to do the blending and softer. This is one of the process that you can do. And over here, I'm going to soften the edge over here. A bit softer, like that. Okay, on the side over here, I'm going to soften that a little bit. This is good. So I also, at the same time, I'm going to make a little bit warm orange color. A little bit more yellow. I'm going to put it a little more in here. Like that. Make it a little brighter. With the same color, I'm also going to put over here too, on the cheek. Okay, and the eye over here. Like that. That's good. I'm going to soften it a little bit over here and have that coming into the hair. That's fine. And then over here, I'm going to remove a little color. And now on the cheek, it should have a little bit more red color. So I'm going to just tap a little red color. Okay, now put the red color right over here. Like that. And the side over here, have a little red color over here too. Make it a little bit dimmer. That's good. Now we're forming the structure of the face. That's good. Now what I want to do, I'm going to do a little lifting. Now first, I'm going to lift a little bit highlight in this area. Just use the corner of the flat brush. That's good. Lift a little color up. That's good. Also on the corner of the eyebrows, a little bit like that too. That's good. Now coming to the forehead over here, this is fine. Just a little bit softer over here. That's good. Now looking at the nose, I'm going to use a little smaller brush for the nose. Now coming to the shoulder over here, I'm going to have this a little bit softer, coming down like this. That's good. When you get the big connection established, the structure already established, and then the leftover for the detail, it just becomes so easy. And I'm gonna have this a little bit softer here. The watercolor paper I'm using here is Arches. The watercolor paper is very important for what kind of technique that you'll be able to use, how many times you can use it. Okay, now lift a little bit lighter over here. Now I'm going to come into looking at the nose. Before I do that, I see a little bit texture over here. I want to soften it. Okay, that's good. Texture over here. Soften a little bit. Now, make this lighter. That's good. Okay, now come to the nose area. Now first, I use this corner of the brush over here and make the upper lip a little bit lighter. You might be thinking about, hey, why are you working so hard? You can just lift it a little bit lighter. That's just another way. With the lifting, it actually get your energy connected a little bit better. Now I'm going to come to use this round shape flat brush at the tip over here, a little bit more round. Now I'm going to come to the nose and then lift up a little bit, highlight. Be persistent. It doesn't really take too long. It just over here, look at the location. This is the wing of the nose. Be a little persistent. Lift up a little lighter value. Yeah, looks good. And look at the top over here. Can be a little bit lighter too. Okay, that's good. And also the side of the nose, I'm going to make it a little softer. Like that, a little bit, it would help. Also over here, I'm going to make it a little bit softer. That's good. I also want to remove those dots. Doesn't need to be there. Soften it. I can remove this little gray color with this. I put it there because the drawing. Okay, this is good. Now the color smoother and also the value a little bit better. Now I come back to the cheek over here. I decided to even give a little bit darker color on the side of the cheek. I don't have to make it too dark, but I think I can use a little bit. Okay, let's see. Right over here. Coming down over here, have a little bit red. So take a little bit red now. Now over here. Okay. That's very good. And also this color is connected to up over here. So don't rush to get the instant gratification to get the eye, the nose done. Get the structure correctly first. And have the forehead over here can be a little bit darker. Like that. So that's good. And now I'm gonna looking at the outside. It looks like I need to do something. I'm gonna use a bigger brush. I'm using this little harder sable here. It's like 1.5 inch. What I want to do, I'm gonna see how the outside, maybe just the pleasant blue. I'm gonna see to see how the shape. Now I'm gonna add a little yellow color on the top over here. Try to have a little bit dynamic shape. Maybe that's good enough. And I'm going to soften a little bit on the top over here. Now I'm going to looking on this side. I'm going to have a little bit blue color because here it's going to get darker. I'm going to making sure I have a soft feelings on the back. This should be a little bit connected. Let's see. Okay, a little soft transition like that. If something you see you want to keep it, some texture that you created, you want to keep it, that would be great. Open your mind, open your feeling to see if something, how you feel at the moment. So this, the value will be closer to the hair. Now I'm going to take a look on this side. Have a similar color as on the back. And I think this is good. I have this texture, added those fresh colors into the background. And now I'm going to come back to the face. Take a look. This whole area getting wet and it's coming into other space. So I'm going to soften the edge. Let's see. Squint your eye. Make it softer. Right, that's good. On this side, a little bit softer. I'm going to continue working a little more into the cheek. And compared to this value and the value on the top, the bottom over here can be a little bit darker too. So I'm going to keep that in mind when I'm doing this run. And I'm going to start over here, just with the red color coming from the eye. A little bit darker. And then under here, I'm just going to use a very light red color. A little softly blended. And that's good. And coming back over here, I have a little bit yellow and with the red. That's good. Now getting a little bit lower over here, I'm going to start feeling a little blue color. Mix it into here. A little bit more blue color in this area. Gonna add a little red color and come in here. Add a little red orange color and the top here. A little bit yellow with a little red on this side. A little more. Like that. Looks good. Now I'm gonna make it a little bit softer. Now that's good. I'm gonna come back to the face. Make this area a little bit softer. A little bit. That's good. Now that's good. Let's start putting a little darker color and for the hair. Like, let's see. I'm gonna get a little bit more red color mixed with the blue color. The plus and blue. A little bit more red. and a little bit bone umber, a little bit red. That's good. Now let's take a look. Start over here. There you go. Now come take a look at how close that we wanted to get it toward the face. Okay. Look again. Okay. Coming over here. And the ear in this location. So I'm going to get the hair coming through over here, and I need to get this color a little bit warmer. A little bit warmer, a little bit yellowish, like that. Now here you go. Let's see. Okay, this color is pretty dark. On the back over here, I can make it even darker. I'm going to get a little bit more blue color and a little red color. Make a much darker color. Right in here. Like that. So a little dark color here. Like that. Okay, in here, a little bit darker. And this area, a little bit darker too. And the top over here, I have a little bit darker color. I'm going to make a little orange color. So get some yellow color. Get some red color. With this orange color, I'm going to tap on the edge over here. I have the color connected to the hair. Get a little yellow with the red, like a little orange color, follow the highlight. A little bit more red. Now on the edge over here, I'm going to have a little bit softly coming into the shoulder. I'm going to have this a little bit blended, a little softer. Okay, that's good. Now come back to the side of the face over here. I need to have a little bit easier blending. Now I'll come back to fix the hair a little bit later. That's good. Like that. Leave a little color, put a little red color in here. Now I come to the top and I need to lift up a little highlight. That's good. That's good. We'll come back to the hair a little bit later. The overall color, it looks pretty good now. And over here, I'm gonna also make a little soft, make a little loose with this color. I come back to do a little bit more detail in this area. Now come back with my number 12 round brush. Let's see. I'm gonna set some darker brown color. I'm gonna take this, put a little red into this color. That's good. Look again. Maybe have a little yellow color in it. That's good. Let's start from the eyebrows. Right over here. I only see this whole area. It's just a little darker shade. And the iris here would be darker than this. But I will do that a little bit later. So a little suggestion for the eyelashes. Okay. I'll take a look at on this side. Let's take a look at the angle from here to here. Like this. That's about right. Look again. Maybe a little lower. Start over here, coming through on this side. The color can be a little bit more yellow and orange color. There. I'm going to use a smaller brush First, I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. And I'm coming back with the smaller brush. There's a small size calligraphy brush. I'm going to just have a little lighter brown color with more like an orange color over here first. I'm going to add, take a look at the top of the eyelid. It's right about over here. Okay, and then the eye, take a look. I think the eye can be a little bit higher, so I'm in here a little bit higher. Right over here. Okay, and then the iris is sitting over here. I'm gonna have this area a little bit darker as the transition. Put in this color right here, like that. When you have the structure around the area, putting the details in, the definitions, it's just going to make it very quickly to convincing to become. Okay, I'm gonna have a little bit this kind of light brown color. I'm gonna blend it to the corner of the eye over here, like that. Now also on this side, maybe even a little bit more, a little bit darker, like this. And this area, still working on the shape. Now the lower eyelid, like this. This corner, that's good. The corner of the eye, like this. Okay. Now coming to the lower eyelid over here. Also have this warm color here. For the lower eyelid, that's good. Okay, like that. So we just make the eye area is a little bit more a nice form. So I'm gonna soften this area here. I think I'm gonna use this 1-inch flat brush to do a better job. That's good. Make a little softer. That's good. Now on this side, also make a little softer coming out. I'm gonna take this a little light brown color. There you go. Now that's good. A soft transition. On the top over here, I can make this a little bit softer too. Just use the clean water. Okay, now that's good. I will come back to give it some more definitions with darker color. But on the upper eyelid, I see that it has a little bit color like this, and this a little bit lighter, but on this side it's also softly coming in over here too. So now I'm going to make this a little softer. Now on the other side, that's good. I'm gonna coming down to the nose. First, I'm going to have a little darker brown color. Like take this color. Take a look at nose. To catch the shadow under the nose here. Like that. And the corner of the nose right over here. I'm gonna have this a little shape for catch the shadow. That's good. I'm gonna have a little brown color to extend this color like that. And the other side I have a little bit blue color. But before I do that, I'm gonna form the nose up here a little bit better first. And so I'm gonna take this a light red, light brown color. Now I'm gonna come in on this side. Take a look at the angle. Start over here and coming on here, and then that's the nose like this, coming to this side. So I'm gonna add this part as the tip of the nose. Let's see, and under here have a little bit more red color. I'm gonna take this color and extend it from here. Okay, now coming to the side over here, that's the side of the nose, and coming this a little red color here, showing there's a little paint on this side. And the edge over here, I'll put a little redder color, but that will be later. Now I'm gonna come here to give a little bit better transition. I'm just use the number 12 round brush, soften it. So I have this, gradually turn it into the shape of the nose. Okay, now I'm gonna coming down to take a look at the mouth. I'm gonna come a little red color. Take a look. Like that. And see the space between the mouth and the nose. I think the mouth can be a little bit higher. Okay. The corner, make a little turn right over here. And now this is the lower lip. Take a look at the lower lip. Like that. I'm gonna make the color a little bit lighter. And I think the lip over here can come out a little bit. Sometimes it's just a little bit, a very tiny, move it a little bit out or in, and make a very huge difference. Just add a little of this as just the local color for the lip. I'll come back with the catch the shadow a little bit later. I think the lip can be out a little bit more, like that. That's good. Now we're gonna take a look at the catch the shadow underneath the mouth, and it's a little bit more blue, and take this color. That's good. Now take a look at like a little triangle. Right over here. Like that for now. All you need to think about is just the simple shape. I'm gonna keep coming. I see the shape over here, and it could have a little bit more yellow over here. Could coming on like this location, like that. Good. That make it very different. And the corner of the mouth, it coming like this, and have a little bit yellow and have even a little blue. I'm gonna make it a little softer. Blend it out. That's good. And I'm gonna add a little blue color, just the blue, on the top over here. That's good. Now on the other side of the face, I'm gonna take this, has a little blue color on the in the brush already, so I'm gonna take a little bit red and yellow color. I'm gonna add that on this side. A little shape like this. That's good. A little round. That looks good. Like that. Okay. I'll come back to fix other things later. So I'm gonna take this color for the chin. A little bit red, like this. A little bit darker, coming over here. There you go. A big soft. And over here. That's good. Now I'm gonna have the color. Blend it out a little bit. Now coming over here, this is the location for the ear. And let's put this color here first. And it had a little bit more blue color. I'm gonna take a little bit more blue color into this location right over there. And that's also make it a little cooler, a little bit darker. Okay. It's getting there. And now, just a very light brown color. Now, have it to blend it to become, has better transition. Okay. Now, I'm gonna come in underneath the chin on the neck, and looking for that, it's almost like just this color. I'm gonna have this a little bit, a little shape over here. It look like a little triangle. Okay, it's good. That's good. I'll leave it like that for now. Okay, I think it's a good time for me to come back to use almost the same color for the nose here. Like that. That's good. And now the color can be a little bit grayed right under the nose tip. I'm gonna come over here to set this color here. Okay. Like that. Maybe a little bit more red now. Coming in over here. Like that. Okay. Now I'm gonna softly blend it. There you go. That's good. I'll come back to do a little more later. And take a look at under the nose. It has some brighter orange color. So be able to see the color you need is first thing before you can mix the correct color. Right? You need to know, analyze it between the three primary colors. What color is supposed to be, how dark they're supposed to be. Okay, I'm gonna take this color, like that. Start over here. Okay, right in this location, coming over here. That's good. And then take a look. And underneath the chin, I'm gonna do a little more over here. There you go. Better transition. Now, a little bit color over here. Let's see. I'm going to make it a little softer. That. That's good. Okay. Now we're coming to under the mouth over here. I'm gonna have this a little about this this very light color. Connect this. This is the edge of the chin. And when we have the darker color on the finger, it would create much clear definitions. Under the mouth over here, I'm gonna have a little bit light brown color. Right in here is need a little bit darker color. Connect to that, showing the transition. And I'm gonna soften that. Okay. Now let's see. We're gonna come back to the eye. I'm gonna get a little bit, make a little bit darker, warm brown color. Get a little bit more red. Okay, let's see. The eye here. Like that. And then take a look at the eyebrows. And a little bit darker. take a look at on this side, like that. And now we're gonna work it into inside the eye. So first, that's good. And then look at inside of the eye. Like this. And the irises. Now let's see. Inside the eye, the iris. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit darker color, look a little bit darker blue color. Like that. And then in the lower eyelid, I'm going to have a little bit blue color before I add the eyelashes. A little bit brown color, actually. This is good. Yeah. Now let's work on this side. And I'm going to have a little bit more light brown color with this red, yellow, and a little bit brown. That's good. And I'm going to have this side also a little bit darker and also a little bit blue color on the top over here. And I have that a little bit softer from the eyebrows. Like that. That's good. Now on this corner, I'm going to soften it. Sometimes you try not to over soften. And a little bit more right in here. A little bit darker. Like that. That's good. Soften that a little bit. Okay. When the eyes dry, I come back to do a little bit more of the eyelashes. I'm going to work into the other side. Look at the other eye. Right here. Take a look at the location. It's just the correct location. That's good. And here we go. Like that. And a little bit darker. And then the eyelashes. Very small line. That's fine. Okay. Now that's good. Come back to this eye. below the line. And like that. That's good. Now I'm going to use a very thin line. Have a little bit more red. Look like could be a little bit warmer, like this. Making sure you have a brush very sharp. Okay. Like that. That could be enough suggestions. I'm gonna form the lower eyelid a little bit better, like that. Good. Now we'll come back to take a look at the nose. And I'm gonna come back to take a look, the form, the shape a little bit better here. It's good. I want to soften a little bit on this side. I just show you how to fix something. It is, when I say fix, it's always a work in progress. If the nose need to make changes through the thinking process, or the eye need to make changes, and don't be afraid of that. You always can fix it with watercolor. It's actually quite easy. I'm gonna get a little red color on this side with a little bit darker red. In order to form the chin over here, I need to working into the finger. I'm gonna have a little bit yellow color. Okay, make a little bit darker color, a lot more red. Okay, I'm gonna come here, take a look. Right, think about straight from this middle of the nose, so it can be right here. Like that, and the corner over here too. Like that. Now showing the edge of the chin. Like that. That's good. Now, yes, the finger actually already look pretty good. So I'm just going to give a little edge over here. Like that. On this side, a little bit red. Okay. So I'm going to come to working on the fingers pretty soon. Okay. Now let's see. On the other side of the face, I'm going to have a little bit blue color. come in here. That's good. Now let's take a look at the ear. I'm going to add the very dark color underneath the ear, show it, make the ear pop. Right over here. Look at that. Right over here. That's good. And as extended, we need to add a little yellow and red to it. So this color will mix into the brown color. Maybe a little bit darker, a little bit too light. Like that. Okay. And on the ear over here, it looks like there is a little earring. So I'm gonna draw a little shape, a little highlight. Like that. That's fine. Okay. Let's see. We need to use a bigger brush to reform the hair. Okay, let's see. Now I'm gonna coming into, first we're gonna set a little definitions over here, look like a little warm brown color. Here you go. So I'm gonna have a little yellow color, a little bit more red. Here you go, like that. Now, looking at it, one brush to finish the line. A little bit darker. Like that. Coming out. That's good. And I'm gonna have almost the similar color, almost the same color over here. Now, put it right here. One brush coming up here, like that. That looks good. And then look like a little bit darker color on this side. Look like a little catch the shadow right over here. Now we are going to work in the fingers. Okay, I'm gonna take this color. Make sure it's dark enough. Okay, it's to catch the shadow. This color, a little bit more red, some yellow. Okay, start with this color. Here you go, right over here. Okay, now I have a little red color into it. And I'm going to use a little bit lighter color. And on the outside, yellow, red. Okay, I'm going to come over here with this color. There you go, like that. also a bit round. And on this side, this finger, much darker, so I'm gonna add some red color in here, a little bit yellow. There you go. This color come in here. Okay, take a look. This side a little bit darker. Now the fingernail for the thumb, I'm gonna leave it. Okay, I'm gonna get a little red and extend this color from dark to a little bit lighter, softly coming out like this. This is good. Now I'm gonna come here to give a little indication of the fourth finger, of the fifth finger, actually, right here. Like this. Okay. Look again. Okay. This line coming over here and connect with this finger. And have this softly coming into the finger over here. Like that. It looked like this actually should be come out a little more with the catch the shadow. It should be here. That's good. Like that. And I come out to add the catch the shadow over there, but right now it's a little too wet. Okay, now I'm gonna working on the thumb, and maybe too early, but I'm gonna set a little color here first on the edge over here. Just define what the thumb's gonna be, like that. On the other side, okay, like this. Maybe a little bit bigger. Sometimes very very bigger, it make a huge difference. Now it's just good. Now I'm gonna form this side, have a little bit more yellow, almost like a little bit more greenish, like a little blue color on this side, and like this. Okay, that's good. A little bit red coming here, and then here you go. I can finish this side of the hand. Connect that too, and take a look. This side, the thumb, I'm gonna have a little shading like that. A little softer. Like that. That's good. Now coming to this finger, I'm gonna see a little bit gray color. Like this. Like that. Good. like that. Have a little bit red color on this side, have a little transition in here, otherwise the finger look flat. That's good. And I think inside over here is already dried, so I'm gonna add this a little warmer color as the catch the shadow. A little bit more red. That's good. Now also over here, give a little bit, catch the shadow. Let's see the separation. Over here, actually this can come a little closer. And on this side, have a little bit transition showing the volume of the finger. I think that's pretty good. Now let me add a little shape for the fingernail. You can see in here. See again. I think it's here. Here's the fingernail. Like that. I can do more later. I'm gonna come to have a little shape over here, very light. And looks good. Okay. And I'm gonna change the shape over here to come out a little bit because that's very important. There's it reflecting how we see the finger, the bone underneath, the structure. So looking for those important feeling of that. So I'm gonna come back to the hand a little more, but I'm gonna now come to do a little suggestions of the catched shadow actually on the dress, a little bit warmer like that. That's good. So this way we can make it show, support the hand much better. Here you go. That's good. And now a little bit coming over here. That's another shape. Okay, like that. And here you go. Okay, I'm gonna have this even a little bit more blue. Here you go. Keep it simple. Let the color merge together. Okay, have a little bit warm color on this side. So now you go. Merge together like that. Showing a little bit also on the neck. That's good. I'm gonna put a little red color on there, maybe a little bit magenta on the nail. So looking for. Maybe have a little bit light in the center. I look more as a fingernail. This is good. It's getting there. Now I'm gonna have a little bit, because this color should coming all the way down over here and merge into the catch the shadow. And let's see. And also going to have a little bit brown color showing a little bit line, a little bit opening, seeing in here. I don't have to do this, but let me see if that actually make it a little bit more interesting. Like that, that's probably fine. Looks good. A bit smoother. Okay, here too, make it a little bit darker. That's good. And coming down over here, I'm gonna have a little bit color definitions on here. Here you go. That. A little suggestions, a little line coming here. Okay. Now I'm gonna have a little bit brown color and extend this outside and make it look a little bit softer, more interesting. Now I'm gonna come to just take the blue color. I'm gonna enforce this. This should be more connected. And over here too, but on this side it look a little bit more brownish or red. Like that. As well as this color. Like that. Interesting. Now I'm gonna, on the other side, I'm gonna just give it a little bit suggestions. Maybe a little softer. Coming like that. That's good. Enough suggestions. I'm gonna have this on the shoulder over here. Have a little bit soft connection. That's good. I'm gonna come back to the hair. I'm gonna use this 1-inch flat brush. We mix the dark brown color. There you go. Let's see. Okay. There you go. Okay. On this side. A little closer. That's good. I'm gonna have a little soft. Let's see if I can produce a few lines. That's good. And the back over here, I'm going to make it a little bit softer. Okay, now I'm going to make this just a little bit yellow and blend into this color. Let's see. Like that. And that's probably a little bit too much. I'm going to soften this a little bit and come back to do a little more later if necessary. Now, let's do a little organization. I'm going to soften the edge over here. That's good. And coming over here, I'm going to soften that. And also lift up a little color. A few lines. You got to trust yourself and also trust your ability to do it. It's not that hard. The problem would be most of the time you give up before you get to it. I'm gonna lift up the color to have a little bit soft feeling over here. Like that. That's good. Now come back over here. Okay. Now in here, as the hair a little loose here over here, it naturally have catch the shadow of the loose hair. So I'm gonna add a little one over here too. Okay. Maybe one more line. Okay, the painting's finished.